Mic checker, chicka chicka chicka. It's not some, baby. Yeah. A one time, baby. What? For your mind, baby. Yeah. We gon' shine, baby. And what we do, we gon' grind, baby. Yeah. What? And this is another episode, sold of Swingers After Dark. And this is your host. Not some, baby. Here we go. What's good, family? What's good? You know, the cornerstone of power is respect. It's like, how you expect to be respected if you have nothing to show for? You understand me? If you're not a builder, if you're not a producer, then how you expect people in your respected community to respect you? Bet you can't say that 10 times fast. But for real though, it's like people respect two things. They respect accomplishments and they respect results. Accomplishments and results. Because they see that you're a producer, you're a builder, you're practicing what you're preaching. If you have nothing tangible, then how can they measure your value? How can they measure their respect for you if you have nothing tangible, if you have nothing to show for? You can't expect people to respect you if you have nothing to give them to respect. It's like how people tell me, oh, you should respect your elders. What? I'm going to respect you not because you're older than me or not because of your age. I'm going to respect you. Well, first of all, you're a human being. So I'm going to respect you on the strength of that. But I'm not going to respect you just because you're an elder, because you could be a piece of shit. You know, that's the difference between an elder and an older. An elder builds. An elder creates a legacy for the generation, for the next generation. So that generation could build for the next generation and the next generation and the next generation. An elder builds, an elder create the table for you to build on. You know, an elder give you the tools to become successful so you could be a respectable figure in your community. That's an elder. An older is somebody, it's like they just there. They just growing old. You know, they just getting up there in age. They're not accomplishing anything but a birthday. So it's like, I'm not going to respect you just because of your age, just because you're older than me. I'm going to respect your achievements, your results, your accomplishments. So I could look at you as the blueprint for me to become successful. And that's what respect is about. You don't have to like me. You can hate me. You can dislike me. You can have a disdain for me. But what we're going to do is have respect for each other. And if we don't have that, then we have no conversation for each other. There's no reason for me to be in your vicinity if the respect is not there. Because guess what? Even your haters respect you. A hater is nothing but an inverted fan. A hater is a fan. Because you're not going to pay attention to somebody who ain't shit. And when somebody pays you attention, even if they claim to dislike you, that's a sign of respect. You understand me? Especially when they're anonymous. Or they don't even have to be anonymous. It's like it's something that they admire that they wish they had. It's jealousy and envy. But at the same time, that respect, you know, that type of respect is good and it's bad. It's healthy and unhealthy. Because that's how you get stalkers. But for the most part, a hater is nothing but a fan. You understand me? And you know, respect is paramount to power and status. Because when people recognize that you're a builder and you're a producer, then you could become an influencer. You have the influence to allow other people to follow in your footsteps. And they hang on to your every word. And you could become that elder in your community. You could become that sage. You understand me? And with power comes responsibility. So not only you have the results and accomplishments, you need to hold yourself accountable for your actions, for your ways and actions. None of us are perfect. I'm not perfect. I may mess up a few times. I may fuck up. I may make mistakes. But the key is for me to not make those same mistakes. Because if somebody keep making the same mistakes, then it's not a mistake. It's a habit. It's their character. If somebody keep making the same old mistake, it's no longer a mistake. It's who they are. And I want to go back to the haters. Yes, like hate could be a sign of respect because you're not going to go out your way to pay somebody attention who you despise or who you see less than. But at the same time, you should not congregate amongst haters. Because even though they respect your achievements and respect your accomplishments rather, that doesn't mean that you should congregate and socialize amongst them. You understand me? They respect you, but because they respect you, they still hate you because they don't respect themselves. You're the reflection of their failures. So you have a healthy respect and an unhealthy respect. And be around those who show you healthy respect. And burn the bridge for those, who want to hate on you for no reason. Because they don't respect themselves. And that's another thing. If you don't respect yourself, how can I respect you? It's like you don't even value yourself. So how can I respect you and you don't respect yourself, and then you take my respect for you for granted? And then that hate turns into jealousy and envy. And that may lead to death. Like being around toxic people, being around people who don't respect themselves could be a life and death situation. So it's about energy. Just because somebody may respect you even within their hate for you, that doesn't mean that you should socialize amongst them, even if they admire you. You have to be around people who show the same energy of respect, a healthy level of respect. Iron sharpens iron, steel sharpens steel. You understand me? And it's like, how can you expect people to respect you if they can't measure their value for you? You have nothing to measure. How can they measure your value if you have nothing tangible? If you have nothing presented? If you have nothing for the world to see? Like, it's easy to talk shit on social media. Say you got this, say you got that. But where are your achievements? Where are your results? Where are your accomplishments? It's like, how can I see that you're practicing what you preach? How can I see the fruits of your labor? You understand me? And people respect you when you produce. People respect you when you're a builder. You destroy the negativity and you build on the positive reinforcements that allowed you to become successful in the first place. And that's what leaving a legacy is about. People don't respect you because you're a human. They respect you because you're a productive citizen. They could see you and they could follow your lead, or not even follow your lead per se. They could be inspired by you. You could be somebody's motivation. You understand me? And that's what respect is about. And that goes back to gender associations. It's like a woman is not going to respect you just because you have a dick. A woman is going to respect you because you bring forth results and accomplishments. Like, she's not going to submit to you just because you're a man, just because of your gender. Just because of your gender. Like, you being a male has nothing to do with her submitting to you. She's going to submit to you because you're a builder. You build the table for her to bring the utensils and the forks, the knives, the cups, the china, or whatever the case may be. That's what she's going to submit to. She's going to submit to you because you're functioning in your manhood. You don't have to be the richest man on the planet. You don't have to be the wealthiest man on the planet. You don't even have to be the richest or the wealthiest man in your respective neighborhood, in your community. But as long as you're self-sufficient and you become the greatest player as you keep score, then she's going to respect you. She's going to submit to you. Like I said in a previous podcast episode, men keep score by their finances and by their achievements. And you don't have to be the scoring champion for every season, or for every game. Like, there's been times when Michael Jordan, he wasn't the scoring leader, but he was consistent. He wasn't the MVP in every season, but he was consistent. He wasn't the highest scorer in a game, but he was consistent. You understand me? It's about consistency. It's about productivity. You know? Like if you're in a neighborhood where the average salary is $30,000, you should work your ass off to make 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, whatever the case may be. Even if you think that goal is not reachable, it's unattainable, you should still bust your ass to make more money than a medium salary, than the average salary. You feel me? The median salary says $50,000. That's the average. Or let's say the household, the median salary of a household is $50,000. You should say, yo, I'm gonna double that. I want to make 100K. You feel me? Like take me for an example. I just don't want to be the best erotic novelist. I want to be the greatest novelist of all time, regardless of genre. I want to be the greatest. If I'm not striving to be the greatest, then why the hell I'm writing for? If I'm not striving to become the best podcast as far as downloads, why the hell am I doing this for? I'm not doing this for my health. Why the hell am I writing books? Yes, I want to bring forth edutainment, entertainment, and education, but if I'm not striving to become the best, then I'm wasting my time. And as long as I pass away to my last breath, as long as I can say I put my best foot forward and I maximize my talents, I utilize my talents to the best of my abilities, then I'm going to rest easy. And that's what you have to do. That's what you have to think. You know, Clark Kent is not Clark Kent all the time. When it's time to get busy, he turns into Superman. You understand me? And that's what being respected is about. You got a on switch. You could turn it on every time, anytime. You know? And that's how people measure their respect for you. Because they see what you're putting forth. They could see whatever you say you're going to put forth. You know? Respect is the manifestation of your words that you have put in existence for people to measure you. That's how they measure your value for you. That's how they can measure value. If they don't have anything to measure, then how you expect them to respect you? You understand me? And to recap this podcast episode, you know, the two things that will garner respect. How to become a respectable figure is achievements and results. It's about productivity at the end of the day. You know, it's like when you work at a 9 to 5, it's about your results. Are you an asset? Are you an asset to yourself and others around you? It's like that basketball player. Yeah, you the highest scorer, you the MVP, but can you make other people around you better? Based on your habits of success, on your goals, your achievements, your accomplishments. Look, Michael Jordan became the greatest when he learned to trust his teammates, when he learned to make other players around him better. When he was just scoring 30, 40 points, you notice they were losing. They were losing a lot of games. But when he trusted his teammates, then that's when he became a champion. And he made his teammates around him better. Yeah, you can say, well, the coach and the general manager and the owner of the team, you know, they had a hand in that too. Oh, okay, I get it. But hey, when Michael Jordan retired, what happened to those same players? They were not the same producers as they were when he played. And that's the point that I'm making. That's how you become respected. When you could become an asset to yourself and others. When you have that inner glow that shines outwardly because you're practicing what you're preaching and you putting the time in. You becoming the first person to wake up. You becoming the first person to wake up in your household. You becoming the first person in the gym because the early birds gets the worms. You understand me? And that's what being respected is about. It's about practicing what you're preaching, and it's about putting in what you will get back. So you can have something manifest for others to see, to others to learn from. You understand me? And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark, and this is your host, Not Son, baby. Check out my website at www.notsonblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com. And check out my ebook, You, Me, Us, Them, The Swinger Manifesto. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. Shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. And hit me up with any questions or concerns that you may have. Rate, share, subscribe, and comment on this podcast. You dig? And on that note, until next time, peace.